Hello, hello. I'm Karen Joseph with SEVENnetworking. Hello. Good to be here with you today, and thank you for all of the replay viewers. I am Karen Joseph with SEVENnetworking. We are going to talk today about no more excuses. Hey, Kim. How are ya? Hope you're having fun in California. Welcome, welcome. Have a good time at the reunion. Hello, Brad. How are you? Good to see you. Hi, Idris Demetrius. Tell me your name, please. I don't think you've been on one of my scopes for a very long time. But I'm Karen Joseph with SEVENnetworking. Hello, Brian. Hello, Robert. How are you today? Good to see you. What time is it in the UK now? All right, everyone. Well, it's morning some places, afternoon, evening. I'm going to flip this around. We're going to talk about no more excuses today. Do you ever make excuses in your life? I think we're all guilty of doing that from time to time. I'll flip this around so I can see you all. Hello. We're super fun. It's 8:05 p.m. in the UK. Yes, Brian says he sometimes makes excuses. Well, you know what? Let's all make this plan to stop making excuses, right? Because excuses basically hold no value, right? You can't put money on them, right? Sam Silverstein's book, exactly. You can't save them. You can't spend them. You can't do anything with excuses. They have no value. So why do people keep making excuses for things in life? Why do you guys make excuses sometimes? Kim, do you ever make excuses for things? Robert, what about you? So you ask someone about their business, right? I'm Karen Joseph with SEVENnetworking. We're a business networking organization for entrepreneurs. You never make excuses, Kim? All right, never ever. Ha ha. You are an excuse? No, you're not. So why do people make excuses? You know, I hear over and over again people say, well, my business isn't growing because, and then they start making excuses. Well, I don't have the time to put into my business, or I don't have the clients, or I don't have the money. Well, why are they making those excuses, right? To validate not going through with something you committed to. Exactly, exactly, exactly. So you hear these excuses, blah, 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 right? Sometimes excuses mean you don't care. So you really need to do is identify the root of the problem. Brad says he consciously tries to avoid excuses. Well, that's good. You have to get to the root of the problem. Maybe why your business isn't growing is because you're not putting the time into it, right? Maybe you're not spending time working on your business. Wouldn't that be more likely the root of the problem? Not just because, you know, you're not getting clients, or you're not doing this, or you're not doing that, right? So you have to identify the root of the problem. Brian says, yes, exactly. Stuff can always go wrong, but you have to identify the root of the problem. Another thing is, oh, Tori's an excuse? All right, Cam, you'll have to tell me about that later. Another thing is people tend to pre-excuse. Don't pre-excuse, right? It's Monday morning or Sunday morning or whatever morning it is, and say you're on a diet and you say, well, I'm never going to make my goal for this week because I'm going to a wedding on Saturday evening. That's pre-excusing, right? You're pre-excusing. You say it's never going to happen. But if you actually, you know, eat less on those other days, or maybe take some extra steps in your life, then you'll get to that goal. So we shouldn't pre-excuse, right? So we shouldn't say, hello, Pop Claus, thank you for joining. We shouldn't say, like, if we're business, if we're entrepreneurs, well, I'm never going to make my goal this month because I'm going on vacation with my family for a week and my mother's coming into town for another week. Well, you have to prepare for that, right? You can't just pre-excuse yourself and say, well, it's never going to happen. So maybe you have to work harder on some of the other days, or stay up late when everyone goes to sleep to get your work done. The problem with excuses is that somebody has already used them. That's true. That's true. There's lots of excuses out there. You know what? I'm a New Yorker. I don't go for excuses. The next thing is prioritize, right? You are important, and perhaps the most important key to your own success. So You know how you're on the airplane and they tell you to put the mask on yourself first and then help the children or people around you? You have to prioritize. You have to look at the big picture, right? It's not just this one little thing that's happening in your life. You have to look at the big picture, right? I've heard people say, well, I can't go to that meeting tonight, that networking meeting, because, and then they go X, Y, Z. They tell me all the reasons they can't come, all the excuses. Well, is it true? Do they really want to build their business? Do they really want to meet new people? If they're serious about it, then they'll find a way, right? I always find that people can find the way if they want to do something. We all have the same amount of time in our day, and we can actually take the action, or we can find excuses. We need to develop an attitude of accountability. Definitely, Brad. So, what are some other ways? I think, getting help before you get overwhelmed. If there's things happening in your life or in your business that you think you're not doing, I would definitely recommend get some help. Hire a virtual assistant or get some help doing your website or doing some work on the computer. That's a great way to, have some support and get some help before you get overwhelmed. All right. So no more excuses. I don't want to hear excuses from any of you out there. And, we all have the same amount of time in our day. So it's time to get started, work on your business, get things done, or work on your life. Maybe there's something in your life that you're working on. Maybe you want to meet that woman of your dreams, but if you always have excuses, well, I don't have time to get out there to meet someone, or I'm too busy, or I don't have the right clothes. Those are just excuses. Right, Kim? You got to get out there. You got to do it. So no more excuses. All right? No more excuses. Have a fabulous day wherever you may be in this world. It's going to be a great Saturday here in Arizona. That's right. Excuses are failures. That's right. The more excuses you make, you are setting yourself up for failure, and you're probably not going to succeed. Sad as it is. So no more excuses. Get out there, do your thing, make it a great day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining me. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend. You too, Robert. Hope it gets nice and warm where you are. Bye, Brad. I know it's hot in California. Kim, have fun at the reunion. Hope you meet some great people. Bye-bye.